guys, welcome to another lesson in the After Effects course. This is Phil Ebener. Thanks for joining in today. Be sure to check out videoschoolonline.com when you have some free time. You can sign up for my mailing list and get 50% off all of my online courses. So, today I want to talk to you about color correction and what options you have in After Effects to color correct your footage. You actually have a lot, and they do a lot of powerful things. After Effects isn't my favorite program for color correcting. I like to use Apple's Final Cut Pro or Final Cut Studio's color to color correct my footage. But if you have some special needs, After Effects has some great options for you. So I have this footage from San Francisco up in by the wharf of, just the wharf with the pier and some sea lions sleeping on the dock and everything. So pretty cool shot. And let's see what we can do with some color correction. So in your Effects and Presets tab, you have a whole color correction folder. Down here there's a lot of things, but let me show you the ones that I like. So one that I use quickly to add brightness and contrast is the brightness and contrast filter. So it's super easy, quick options. You can brighten up your footage, add more contrast. So if I want something super contrasty, I can do that. As you can see there, it really changes how my image looks. So that's brightness and contrast. Curves is another one where you can add some contrast with an S curve. So it basically gives you this curve. You can change the channel to RGB, red, green, blue, or alpha, and then you just click along this line and drag to create an S curve or whatever type of curve you want. But typically a nice S curve adds more contrast. You can go into red, and if you want to boost the reds a little bit, you can do that. We'll go into the green. Maybe we'll drop the greens, and the blues. We'll add more blues if we want to really make this a psychedelic day at the beach. So that's what curves does. Levels is another one that does something similar. It's just a different style. It has this bar slider basically that you can click these little triangles at the ends of this bar, drag them in, and you're basically crushing the colors, crushing the blacks, making the blacks darker, making the lights lighter, again adding contrast. You can also just do that by inputting numbers down here or clicking and dragging these numbers down here. So that is another option for you guys for contrast. Hue and saturation, this is a good one if you want to add some saturation to your footage. So say we want to add some color. Wow, that is not what I want. And you have to be careful. As you see, if you add too much saturation, it can get distorted. But this is nice. I often find myself wanting to use this master hue just to change the hue of a image, not necessarily video. I don't think you really ever want to be playing with the hue of a video image, but for icons or different shapes or things like that, just playing with the hue to get it to be the right color is a good thing to do. Alright, this photo filter is something I like a lot. This is similar to in Photoshop, they have it. And it basically gives you some different filters that they preset for you. So you have some more warming filters, cooling filters, and then some different colors, sepia. And so as you see, once it's added, it adds a little bit of warmth to the image. You can increase what they call density, just increase its strength. There's also this preserve luminosity, which preserves the brightness of it. So if you want something, if you need something to warm up your footage or cool it down, this is a good filter to have. If we want to really cool it down, you can do something like that. I tend to usually warm up my images just a little bit. maybe something like that. That will give me, you know, a nice sunset. So I'll just show you that on and off. So I'm just going to build a little bit upon this. So there's also all sorts of other ones. Exposure, you know, this is basically going to play with your exposure. So another one to brighten or darken your footage. So I'm just going to take this brightness and contrast, add a little bit of contrast, maybe brighten it up a little bit so we can see a little bit more of this dock. So with both of those, this is what it looks like. And without, you know, that's what it looks like. So as you can see here, it's already looking a little bit better, or at least it has a feeling to it. There's all sorts of other filters. You know, you can add a black and white filter that just makes everything black and white. There's color balance filters that basically you can increase the saturation of certain colors, changing the balance of the colors. You know, if you want to make all the darks really red and all the lights really blue, you can do that. So I'm going to leave you with that. Tint, let me just tell you one more. Tint is another one that you can do, so you can choose different colors to tint to. So if you want all your whites to be a reddish, you can do that. All your blacks, maybe I want all my blacks to be bluish. So this is something you can get. You can get a really cool effect with this tint effect. And you can change the percentage, the amount to tint. So that looks kind of cool actually. So those are some color correction options. Play around with those. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.